Good morning students. Today in class 22 I will teach you in comparing quantities. I will take in the class 21 previous class I took 8.1 and 8.2. In this class 8.3 before starting the exercise 8.3 you should know all this formula. These formulas are very important for your higher classes also. For 10th standard also it will be useful. So this formula you have to learn and write, practice this formula. Okay. So formulas. What are the formulas? See. First formula is profit is equal to SP minus CP. What is SP? SP means selling price. CP means cost price. Okay. So SP means what is the SP and the CP? CP means if you are going to the shop, you want to buy a notebook. That notebook cost is 10 rupees means that you are buying 10 rupees you are giving and you are buying the notebook. No, that 10 rupees is your cost price. Okay. After buying the notebook, your friend is asking that I need this notebook. Okay, for your friend, you are giving that same notebook to 12 rupees. Okay, so 12 rupees you are selling, no, that is called a selling price. From the shop, what you are buying, that is cost price. From you, if you are giving to someone, that is called a selling price. Okay, if you are giving 10 rupees notebook to 12 rupees, you will get a profit. 2 rupees profit you will get. If you are selling that for 8 rupees, then 2 rupees loss you will get. That is loss and profit. Okay, that's right. Selling price should be more. Selling price is more means you will get the profit. Suppose the cost price is more means you will get the loss. Okay, what you are buying, that price is more means selling price. What you are giving, that money is less means you will get the loss. Okay, profit percentage. For this profit and profit percentage means I told you percentage is 100. Okay, how you write a percentage? 30 percentage. Okay, 40 percentage like this. Okay, this percentage formula is profit divided by CP. What you are buying that money, no? That money CP into 100. Profit divided by CP into 100. What is loss percentage? Loss divided by CP into 100. SP means SP is equal to 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100. Profit are different and profit percentage are different. Profit means they will give the values in money. Okay, profit percentage means they will give the values in percentage. Okay, 30 percentage, 40 percentage. Using that symbol, they will give the values. Okay, so loss and profit they will give the values in money. Okay, so SP means selling price. Selling price, if they are giving the profit percentage and the CP, how to find out the selling price? Selling price is equal to 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100 into CP. And the CP, cost price how you will find? If they are giving the profit percentage and the SP in the sum. Okay, in the question they gave the profit percentage, profit percentage and the SP means. So how you will find the CP? Using this formula you have to find the CP. So CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus profit percentage into SP. Next, CP for loss percentage. So CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage into selling price. That means SP. Okay. Next one is simple interest. What is the interest? You are going to the bank. You need some money. 10,000 money means you are going to the bank and you are applying for the loan. They are giving you 10,000. For 10,000, after they will give the particular year or month, you have to pay after 1 year. You have to pay this 10,000 with the interest. That interest only 10,000 you are getting and 10,000 you can't give. No, if you are giving, they won't accept. No, with the interest only you have to pay that money. That interest is called a simple interest. Okay, simple interest is equal to T into P into R. What is that T? T means time. How many times they are giving? That means how many years they are giving. 2 years. Within 2 years you have to pay this money. Within 3 years you have to pay this money. Within 6 months you have to pay this money. That time is T. Okay. Principal means how much money you are getting from the bank. I told you 10,000 of that money. Okay. That is called a principal. Rate means how many interest. Interest they will put in the 12% interest, 8% interest, 10% interest, like that. That interest is called a rate. Interest will be, rate will be always in the percentage. Okay. So rate. So T into P into R divided by 100. Okay. Next one is amount. Amount is principal principal plus interest. The principal, the 10,000, interest you will calculate how much interest for the 10,000, you will get the some money here. Simply if you are calculating here, you will get some money. That interest, principal plus interest, 10,000 plus that interest. What you are again, after 2 years, you are going to pay in the bank, no, that amount. Principal plus interest you have to pay. That amount is called a amount. Okay, principal plus interest. Totally how many formulas are there? First formula, second formula, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10. These 10 formulas are very, very important. You have to learn. Okay. In exercise 8.3, you have to find out the first sum. You have to find the profit and loss. Okay, according to the given question, you should find out the profit and loss and the profit percentage. Two questions are there. One, you should find out the profit and loss. Second question is profit percentage and the profit loss also. You should find out. First what is that? Gardening chairs bought for rupees 250 and sold it for rupees 325. Okay. So bought means that is CP. Okay. So you are buying or from someone. That is your CP asset. So bought they have given here. So CP is your rupees 250. And what is sold? Sold means selling from you. Okay. You are giving to another one. Okay. For that you are fixing some money. That is only the selling price. Okay. So SP is equal to rupees 325. In this, which one is big amount? SP is your big amount. SP is big means from you it's going, no? That is big amount means you will get the profit. So you should find out the profit. According to this, you should know. Suppose SP is big money means, okay, here loss will come. Here, sorry, CP is big money means here loss will come. Here SP is big, so you will get the profit only. So profit is equal to what is the formula? SP minus CP. So that's it. Rupees 325 minus 300 rupees 250. If you minus from this, you will get the rupees 75. Okay. For 75, how much is the profit percentage we should find out? First question we found out. Okay. Second question, profit percentage we have to find. Here's the formula: profit percentage, profit divided by CP into 100. Profit is your 75 and CP is your 250 into 100. If you got 0, 0 will go, and here, sorry, here 25 is the 75 is there. So 25 is 125 is 25 and 75 is 1. So 3 into 10 will become 30%. And here, so what is your profit percentage? 30%. So what is your profit? Rupees 75 and profit percentage is your 30%. Second one is convert each part of the ratio to percentage. This ratio you have to change into percentage. Okay, what is the ratio? 2 is to, this is called is to. Okay, is to 3 is to 5. Okay. First you have to find the total for this number. How will you find total? All the numbers you should add. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to 10. So total you got. Using the total, you have to write the first part you should write in the fraction form. So total always you should write as a denominator. I don't know. So total is 10 that I wrote in the denominator, and this part, first part I am going to find the percentage. This part is 2. So 2 I wrote as a numerator. So 2 divided by 10. 10 percentage. If you are finding the percentage with the 100, you should multiply. I taught you in the exercise 8.1 and 2. Okay. So according to that, into 100 if you put 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 into 10, 20 percentage. That percentage, you are finding the percentage. So percentage sign you have to put them. Okay. So 3 by 10 into 100. So 0, 0 will cut, and 3 into 10 is 30%. And 5 divided by 10, the total will be the same. Okay. So according to the parts, you have to write the numerator. 5 divided by 10 into 100, 0, 0 will get cancelled, so 50%. Afterwards, to verify your answer, add all these numbers. 20 plus 30 plus 50 should come 100. Okay, 20 plus 30 is 50, 50 plus 50 is 100. So it's coming 100, no? So here, this one, parts are, your percentage are correct. The third sum is, the population of a city decreased 24,500. Okay, 25 to 24,500 it decreased. Find the percentage decreased. Okay, you have to find out first how many population are decreased. Decreased. Sorry. So population decreased. CP here CP is 25. Starting it was 25, no? So that is only your CP. So CP is 25,000. And the population decreased is how much decreased? That you should find out. From the 25,000 to 24,500 you should subtract. If you are subtracting, you will get the 500. Okay, so 500 is reduced. Okay, so now you should, for the 500 you should find out the percentage. Now to find out the percentage of a decreased is loss divided by CP into 100. This is your loss. From the higher amount to loss only, it decreased no, that's why you will get the loss only. So loss CP into 100. Loss divided by CP into 100. So loss is 500, 500 divided by CP is what I said, 25,000. That 25,000 you should write into 100. 2 zeros will go, here 1 0, here 1 0 will go. So 50 and 25, if you both will go in the 25 table. So 125 is 50, okay, 225. So 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1 is nothing but 200. So what is your percentage of decreased? 2%. The fifth sum is, I buy a TV for rupees 10,000 rupees. So you buy, no, that is your CP. Okay. And sell it at a profit. Sell it, how much money you sold, that money they didn't give, but how much you got the profit. The profit also they didn't give. Here they have given a profit percentage. Okay. So profit of the 20%. How much money do I get for it? That means the selling price you should find out. Okay, I taught you the formula for the selling price. If they have given the profit percentage and the CP, how should find out the selling price? If that formula is there, use that formula. You can find out your selling price. CP they have given, profit percentage 20% they have given. You have to find out the SP. How much money you got? Okay. So SP is 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100 into CP. So 100 profit percentage is how much? 20 divided by 100 into CP is how much? 10,000 rupees. If you cut 20 will go. So 100 plus 20, 120. 120 into here 2 zeros are there. So 100 is there. So 120 into 100 you will get the 12,000 rupees. Okay. So how much you got? Rupees 12,000 rupees. That is your SP. The ninth sum is, find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years in each case. Okay, you have to find out the amount. Okay, he bought some money from the bank. What is that money? Principal of what he bought from the bank, that is 1,200. Okay, for the 1,200, how much they are putting interest in the bank? 12 rupees they are putting, sorry, 12%, not rupees, 12% they are putting the interest for that. Okay. And how many? Time also you need to find out this one, simple interest. So time is 3 years. So after 3 years, how much amount you have to give it to bank? That money you should find out. Okay. Principal is what? 1,200. And rate, R means rate. Rate is 12%. They are putting for this one 12%. Okay. How many years they have given you time? 3 years. Okay. First you should find out the simple interest. To find out the amount, you need the principal. Principal already is you have. And simple interest you need. Now simple interest how you find? So first we should find out the simple circle. This is what, not SP. Okay. Yes, by simple interest is equal to P into T into R. P is 1,200 into 3 into 12. Okay, divided by 100. These two zeros will go. So 12 into 3 into 12, you will get the amount rupees 432. 432 is your simple interest. That is not the answer. You have to find the amount. How much you are giving to the bank again. Okay. Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Principal is 1,200 and simple interest is for that 432. Both together you should add and you have to pay to the bank back. So rupees 1,632. 32. So your amount is 1,632. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125 gives rupees 280 as interest. Interest they have given here. What you should find out? Rate. Okay, this rate you should find out. The interest they have given rupees 280 and on the sum of rupees 56,000. Sum of rupees, this is the principal. And how many years? T. 2 years. Okay, T also they have given. So what you should find out? R you should find out. I is your interest is your rupees, simple interest is your rupees 280 and the principal is rupees 56,000 and the time is 2 years. Okay, first you have to write like this, then only it will be easy for you to find out the formulas and simplify. Okay. Yes, simple interest. What is the simple interest formula? P into R into T. In this divided by 100. Okay, in this R you should find out now. So other variables and the numbers and should go into the this side. Okay, left hand side. So R you have to keep it here. That I wrote in the left hand side. Okay. So this number will go this side means SI into 100. 100 will go on top. Okay. You have to write it reciprocal. 100 will go in top. So simple interest into 100 and P and T will come down. So simple interest into 100 divided by principal into 10. Okay. So according to that, these numbers and all you have to put. Simple interest is rupees 280 into this 100 will come and the principal is 56,000 and into 2. If you cut these 3 zeros, okay. So 28 twos are, so 56 divided, so 28 twos are 56. That's why I cut in the 28 table directly. Okay, and after that, at last you will get the answer 1 divided by 2 twos are 2. Okay. 1 divided by 4, rate means it will come in the percentage etc. 1 divided by 4, if you divide, you will get the answer 0.25. So 0.25 is your answer, that you have to use the percentage symbol because rate always in the percentage. Okay, rate is your 0.25%. Today's assignment, exercise 8.3, first and second main. So 1 or 2 sums are done on the board. Okay, remaining sums you should do in the homework notebook. And the 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 11th sums you should do also homework. Whatever I taught today, that you have to write in the classwork, and this assignment sums you should do in your homework notebook. Today class is over. Thank you children. Have a nice day.